Everyone is doing well. Today's target is to understand credit transaction as well. Look, in previous lecture, we have created new invoice where we have received cash on spot. So that was a cash transaction with which what happened, our receivables were not changed. They were zero and they are zero. Receivable means you have made a credit transaction, sold commodities on credit, with which you have to receive amount from your debtors, which are receivables. If you will make any credit transaction this way, your account receivables are meant to be increased. So today we will see how to make credit transaction, and then we will see what change would come to these account receivables. All right. So to start this, we will go again to new invoice first. I'm going to click it. It had been opened. Now consumer name, as usual, some of the customers we have written already, and perhaps it was, let's say, yes, Laiba. I'm using the same name again. And okay, we are right now not concentrating upon the date. If it is 28 January, today is 28 January, I think. Yes, so it is automatically been picked, and due date is 12 February. Okay, we are not going to change it. You may or you may not add sale person, subject, line item. We are going to add items, let's say potato, aloo. Just I have added not for the reason. Quantity is 1 kg. Sale, we are not going to add any tax over here. Okay, now let's save it. I'm going to click it. So you can see that our item of sale has been added. Amount is also added. Since we are not talking about any discount, no tax for the time being, it is very simple thing to make any transaction. Now see this payment detail. We haven't received the amount. If you will click it, it would become a cash transaction. If you would not click it, it would become a credit transaction. So finally, our inputs have been completed, and you can save and send to the person. Here the invoice has been created like before, rupees 10, and you have created a button automatically. Zoho Books helps to create some of the remarkable things. One of those beneficial things is this button. When the person to whom this invoice is named, if he will click this button, automatically it would be interlinked with your bank. So finally, our transaction has been completed. And you can see that finally balance due is coming over here. Last time when we have made a transaction, at that time this balance was nil because nothing was due. You can watch that video again. Nothing was due, cash was immediately received, but right now you can see that balance is due because we haven't received the cash amount. So it's a credit transaction. So guys, as you can see that some of the important aspects are payment, we can see that it's due. One more thing, what you will do, you will go to these three dots and you will click over here, and finally you will be recording it as payment. Record payment, and here you will see a button, send payment. Send, SEND, send payment. So after looking this transaction has been completed. Now please be attentive, what I am going to say is very important. At dashboard we have seen receivables and they were showing 0. Why? Because there was no credit transaction at that time. Now when you will go to the same dashboard, rupee 10 should be shown over there in account receivable. I'm repeating again, when you have not made this transaction, your receivables were showing 0 amount. But now you have made a transaction, you have sold commodities to your customer on credit. 10 rupees are receivable. So these 10 should be seen at account receivables. I am now going to see the same impact in dashboard. So let's go back, and here I am going to click this home, which will show me our dashboard. Alright, now guys, you can see that our account receivables have been changed. They were showing 0 balance before the transaction, and what we have done, we have made a new invoice on credit. In previous lecture we made invoice for cash, and this transaction was a credit transaction with which you have created account receivable and balance has been improved. So guys, in this way we understood how to create our customer. We have understood at one how to make cash transaction, and secondly today we have come to know how to make credit transactions, and now our account receivables are showing the same impact of credit transaction. It is requested you to please repeat these transactions continuously for 2-3 times. Every one of you will make 2 to 3 credit transaction. First for 100 rupees, second for 200 rupees, third for 300 rupees. So 3 transactions you will make. All of these should be credit transaction. So 100, 200 and 300. After completing these transactions, your account receivable should show here 600 rupees. 100 for first transaction, 200 for second transaction, 300 for third transaction. In this way 600 rupees should be appearing over here, and this is your home assignment. You will complete it and you will show it. So thank you very much for your time. It's time to end our lecture. We will see you soon again. Until then, please pray for all of us. Thank you very much for your time. Allah Hafiz.